Good afternoon, everybody. Today we will have a presentation from Karen Harding. She is the project coordinator for the Big Bang competition at UC Davis. A little background on why the BlueTechValley is having a webinar about the Big Bang competition. So the BlueTechValley Innovation Cluster has this wide range of services that are all designed to help entrepreneurs at different stages. So we have programs from very early stage to someone who needs testing, companies that are ready to get investment, some might be ready to commercialize. So we try to have this rich set of resources that we can apply to the entrepreneurs. And that's why we have also included the bank competition, because that does help entrepreneurs at an early stage with a great idea. And that is one of the BlueTechValley programs. So today I would like to welcome Karen to give us a good overview of what the Big Bang is all about.
Hi, welcome everyone. I am Karen Harding Davis, and I'm the program coordinator for the Big Bang Business Competition. The Big Bang has been around this is our 19th year, and our goal is really to be an educational opportunity for everyone, no matter where you're at. Even if you don't have an innovation yet, you can still participate in our workshops. We have an 8-month-long workshop series that actually culminates in the live pitches. So all of our workshops are designed to help you move your idea forward and to learn more about business. So we have several deliverables for our competition. One of them is a 2-page executive summary, and for that we have a workshop, and then also we have a pitch deck that is 10 slides, so we'll have a workshop for that. We have a workshop about how to present your pitch, how to start something that matters, define and validate your business, several different workshops that help you along the way. Last year we had 70 teams compete in the Big Bang. After that, the first round of competition, the judges will take 75% of those teams move forward. So then 45 teams move forward into the next round. And then the final round, we have 15 teams. And it's only then that you need to be in person at UC Davis. Everything else is done online. So we have a software platform. It's called Unoodle. They're actually a startup out of San Francisco, and it's a business competition software platform. And it's a really easy, user-friendly platform where you would upload all of your information, and then the judges go on, look at your executive summary, look at your slide deck. We also have a 2-minute video that you need to submit, and finally some customer calls. You need to do customer calls in order to get feedback from different customers in your field of study, tell them about your idea, and really just listen to what they have to say and what feedback they might have, so that you can refine your idea and learn from business people that are out there doing similar things that you are doing. So the Big Bang, this year we're really excited. We're going to be awarding over $100,000, and for the first time, our first prize will be $20,000 this year. Super excited about that. And we're also excited about our $10,000 Central Valley Innovation Award. So that award will go to any team who can improve the economic development of the Central Valley. So I just want to encourage everyone to get involved, even if you don't feel like you're ready, or whatever stage you're in. It really doesn't matter. We also have the Little Bang, which is for students, high school to PhD students, and it's called the Little Bang Poster Competition. It's another good way to just get your idea out there You do need to be in person for that. We have 3 sessions. Our second session of the Little Bang is coming up January 24th, so next week. And it's just putting your innovation onto a poster, onto a slide, like a PowerPoint slide, and blowing it up into a poster form. And you would come to UC Davis for that and give a 90-second pitch. For those, we're awarding 20 up to $2,500 micro grants, and then we'll also be giving $5,000 away in May during our 3rd session. We've been really lucky to a donor has given $125,000 towards the Little Bang, so $25,000 for the next 5 years in order to continue to have the Little Bang, since it's been really successful in getting people started with their innovations. Actually, 7 of our Little Bang teams last year were a part of the top 15 final teams for the Big Bang last year. So our outcomes were really great, and we're excited about having funding to continue to provide this Little Bang poster competition. So like I said, we have 11 workshops, and then we have 3 rounds of competition. Our deadline is coming up. We have an optional deadline, which is January 25th. That is so that you can get some extra feedback about your executive summary in order to refine it for the final deadline. And our final deadline is February 21st. Then at that date, you would need to upload your executive summary and your team bio. And then those teams will be notified March 4th, which 75% of teams will be advancing to the next round. Then the next round, the deadline would be April 15th, and that's when you need to have your 20 customer calls. You need to have your slide deck with 10 slides, and you also need to have your 2-minute video uploaded on April 15th. Then we'll notify on May 2nd whether your team made the top 15. And those top 15 teams will come to UC Davis and pitch their idea in front of 4 or 5 judges. And those are the judges. So it's pretty much a full day. You would have 8 minutes to pitch your 10 slides and convince those 5 judges of your innovation. And then those judges will ask questions, and that question answer period is really important to be ready for that. And then those judges deliberate at the end of that day and decide who will receive the different prizes. We also have pillar awards. We have a food and ag $10,000 pillar. We have energy, engineering, and health. And so we're just about at 10,000 for each of those pillars. And but also we're open to any field of study. So does anybody have any questions? A couple of the I'm sorry, I guess I don't know if I can take questions on this.
Yes, we have a few.
Okay.
Who identifies the customers for the calls, and how are they submitted? Is it a transcript or a video or audio recording?
So the customer calls, those will be identified by your team and by the network. And we're always here to try to help support you with that and give you ideas. We do have a workshop for the customer calls. It's really great. And I didn't mention that all of our workshops are live streamed and on demand. They're Thursday nights, not every Thursday, but for example, we have one tonight. We have one January 31st, February 7th, which is a 4-hour boot camp that I would recommend coming to if you could. We're having an Enrich Your Pitch mentoring session that night on February 7th as well. So you'll get a lot of feedback. There'll be speed rounds, and you go from mentor to mentor, giving your pitch, and they'll give you a lot of feedback. So those have been really helpful in our entrepreneurship academies, and so we've added that to our Big Bang lineup this year. We have Show Me the Money February 13th, and Developing Your Startup Slide Deck February 28th, Pitching Like a Pro on March 7th, and then Intellectual Property on April 11th. So back to the customer calls, you will have a template that we'll send out. It's actually on the website. So it's just like an Excel spreadsheet where you would answer some of the questions that we have. So we have the template set up. You'll know from the workshop, there's a customer call script that's also on our website that gives you a script to start you off with the customer call. And we'll also do a sample customer call during the workshop. And those will all be live streamed and on demand. If you can't tune in on Thursdays from 6 to 8, they will be on demand as well.
Next question. Do you pay for travel expenses to come there for the final competitions for those selected?
No, we cannot pay for expenses, unfortunately.
Thank you. And the next question. What are the judges looking for when they select a winner?
So we'll have the judging rubric that we'll send out to everyone, and also will be on our website. So I'm not I'm the program coordinator and event producer, and I leave that up to the judges, but we do have a judging rubric which will be helpful. And I'll double check that that's on our website after this call. And if not, I'll make sure to get with our web designer and get that up there.
Can the company have raised funding when they enter the competition?
Yeah, it just can't be more than $250,000.
And one more. Is there an example of a success story of a company that has participated in the competition and where they are today?
Yeah. So back in 2014, Benjamin Wang, he entered the Big Bang, didn't know pretty much anything about business, but he was a doctor, and he had seen several complications during the intubation process. When people need to be intubated, a lot of times there can be infection, and he actually saw a young woman come in who needed to be intubated. She was like in her 20s, and she ended up dying from complications of the intubation process. And so he designed an intubation tube that decreases the amount of complications. And right now, last year he received FDA clearance for his device, and he's working on European clearance, and he's doing really, really well with that. Last year, an undergrad team won. They are a parking app, and they're computer engineers, and they understand how difficult parking can be, especially on campus. So they wanted to try to solve that problem, and they created a device that can be put at each parking place in a parking structure that you as a parker can know where there's empty spaces. Also, you can add more time. If you are in a parking spot with the meter, you can add more time and not have to go back. And then also the parking, and it's for free for the person using it as a parker, but then the parking management system, they can see and get the digital information that they need. They don't have to send somebody out chalking tires and spending a lot of resources that way. They can see it all digitally, and they're the ones who pay for that. So right now they're piloting at UC Davis and at Cal Berkeley. So we're excited. We're excited for them. Those are a couple examples. Another team that won last year, they're called Cognivive, and they developed virtual reality video games to help stroke victims recover. A lot of physical therapy for stroke victims can be very boring and monotonous, and that therefore the patient doesn't do the physical therapy. But this virtual reality video game designed specifically to help the brain is something that the patients like to do. So they're gaining some traction as well.
Thank you. Did you mention mentorship available from the industry?
We do have a new network. It's called UC Mentor Network, and we have mentors on there from lots of different industries. What you would do is go on and look at the different profiles and see something that matches. The way you get credits is one way for the Big Bang is to register early, which unfortunately you have missed the early registration deadline. That was December 7th. But we had 34 teams register on December 7th, and they received 5 credits for our UC Mentor Network. And that's 5 1.5-hour sessions with anyone. What you do is you go on, you look at the different profiles, and you reach out and you have a video chat with somebody. A lot of people are in the Silicon Valley or in Sacramento, Davis region, all throughout California, really. So another way is that we give you access to mentors is, like I mentioned before, February 7th, we're having a 4-hour Big Bang Business Boot Camp, and we will have mentors there to help you with your idea. We'll have about 20 tables there and 20 mentors. And so you'll give your pitch, whether it's just your elevator pitch or if you have a slide deck ready, that would be ideal. And the mentors will give you, it's like a 5-minute session that you would have with them, and they'll give you feedback, and then there will be a speed round rotation around the room. So you'll probably meet with 5 or 6 mentors during that mentoring session. Plus the judges online on Unidoll, they are instructed to give you feedback about your ideas. So your executive summary, they'll give you feedback. So you get all of that feedback once the scores and the feedback are completed, then I send it out to all the teams.
So you said that I missed the deadline. So can I still sign up for the competition, and how do I do that?
Oh yeah, it's just the early deadline that you missed. The deadline is February 21st. And so that's where you can sign up on Unidoll. If you go to our website, you'll see the link about registering for the Big Bang, and that'll lead you right to the Unidoll software platform where you create your application. It's really easy and user-friendly. So the final deadline for this year's Big Bang is February 21st at 11:59.
What is the website?
Oh, it's UC Davis Big Bang, or bigbang.ucdavis.edu.
And you said that I don't have to be at UC Davis. I can be anywhere.
Yeah, it's open to the public.
I think that's all the questions we have so far. Oh,
Great.
sorry, one more. Does it
Okay.
cost anything to sign up?
No, it's free. Everything's free. Our workshops are free. The competition's free. Yeah, I really encourage everyone to take advantage of this resource, because not much is free in this world. So we're happy to be able to provide this service to everyone, and we hope you take advantage of it. And we hope that you enter the Big Bang.
Thank you. I think that's all the questions we have.
Great. Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen, for giving us an overview over the Big Bang competition. And thank you for everyone who joined the webinar. We are hoping that many of you will consider applying for this great opportunity. If you have any questions, please reach out to us and we'll be happy to answer them. You can also get more information on our website, BlueTechValley.org. We'll have a link there as well to the Big Bang competition if you are thinking about applying. At least I will encourage everyone to listen into the workshops because there's a lot of great information to get from those. And then maybe next year you'll be ready to apply. Thank you.